And winner of Clawz p0ni goes against the winner of Map or Evil. Ooh, that's interesting. Well, we'll see, guys. We'll see.
Alright, p0ni is ready, and I think Clawz should be readying up any second now as well. There we go, to the first map of this Clawz versus p0ni, best of 3. And the first map, of course, as you can see, is Shinizu. I'm gonna start on Clawz actually.
Okay.
He gets the after yellow and can go straight for the Mega Health. He can get both the yellows, so...
He's going to start getting himself the rockets as well. If we can make his way around to the LG, he'll be looking great. Hitting 2 rails though, right off the bat. One more probably would have gotten the kill, but cannot execute it just then. And p0ni having to be very, very careful. I wonder if he's prepared for the level of game that Clawz is going to be offering us today. Another rail there from Clawz. He's got the LG out, so he could do the job with it, but he just is really stubborn for some reason. And I think Clawz is going to be kicking himself. He knew that that was an easy frag. He just couldn't hit his shot. And that is going to allow p0ni into the lead and, well, into some half-decent control as he's just currently going up against the Clawz who picked up Mega.
Yep, I mean, I could have almost bet money for Clawz to get the first frag after those 2 rails in the beginning, but no. p0ni just proved us that he's hitting enough. And Clawz proved us that he can make bad decisions.
Yeah, it's not all perfect for the Russian prodigy.
Yep.
He did managing to steal some items. There's going to be Mega in a second. Clawz trying to get in his way. It's a good time to get a kill, and he secures a big item. Make his way over to red, looking to try and convert with a kill. And I love that he's just looking to do damage. He's really putting it on his list, highly on his list of priorities. But unfortunately was not able to do it just then. Thinking about the timings carefully, getting a small gap between the red and the Mega. This is what we want to see from Clawz. Not getting disgruntled at all by what was a disappointing first 60 seconds.
Yeah, I think he just realized that it was his mistake for being sloppy with the weapon change and trying to go for those rails. And yeah, now he's just playing it more serious, I guess.
Very quick, getting himself up to the level to land a rail. p0ni will return the damage. Clawz is hopping around quite weirdly as well, but I wonder what his next decision is going to be. He spots him over on the red side, and it's a good position right now for Clawz. He should be able to do some damage. Just don't show your face too much. Don't see any reason why he can't hit another rail as well. p0ni just slipping out of sight. This is nice from Clawz. Good rockets. Control starting to assert itself here on Sinister. I got a feeling that Clawz is going to take the lead really soon. Landing around, gotta watch out for grenades. Sure. Oh, that's how you do it, Clawz. Those are some damn tough angles to get, and I'm surprised that p0ni wasn't a bit more conscious of that being there. He didn't like step back, he kind of just... I mean, he really let Clawz hit the shot. Maybe just underestimating the kid's power.
Yeah, and I think I don't think most players would think they're gonna get hit through those banks from straight below, because it's such a hard hit to do.
Clawz, the LG would help you a lot, but he's not going for it. Just going to get the 50 health bubble and walk away from that fight. Lower yellow's up. Clawz not with his crosshair in the right position, just then making that angle a bit harder to hit. Spots p0ni down at the bottom. Got to get through the teleport. He needs to win the race over to Mega, and he's not even challenged for it. p0ni sitting on the red, hoping for the best, and you just simply don't want to do that. He's going to spawn with a yellow armor, but he's very much taking a second place, not only in the scoreboard, but in what he's allowed to take on the map.
Yeah, especially right now, Clawz at nearly 200. He's gonna be a total killing machine for the next few minutes, unless p0ni manages to do some clever and otherwise impressive things, like hitting mad rails.
Yeah. I mean, if someone's going to do it, it is going to be p0ni who will hit the ridiculous things. Waiting up at the top, yellow armor is going to go to Clawz. The LG, so damn strong from the Belarusian. 4-1. Lower yellow is up, but Clawz not paying attention to it at the moment. I felt like it was a bit of a trap, and that might take damage over there. Don't blame him. But now with the LG, p0ni just walks up. I think Clawz maybe misjudged it and wasn't expecting p0ni to have that weapon. He was very quick getting all the items he needed. This is now p0ni time. Mega for Clawz. Rockets! Oh, he manages to hit it! Crazy stuff.
Clawz is just absolute beast sometimes. That's a fight he really shouldn't have won, I think. And somehow he managed to get them both down, which is always better for the out-of-control player.
6 health he had left there. Oh, and p0ni just looks around. He just needed to find a clean rail angle. That's what he got. And now he's just 1 frag away from tying things up. This is Clawz's map pick, remember guys. 2 seconds left for the Mega. Clawz gets it, misses the air rocket. That could have pushed p0ni back and allowed him to secure a kill, but we've got a tied game instead. p0ni keeping himself well and truly alive here in the first map.
Yep, and now he needs to avoid making all the mistakes in order to keep the control and get those few frags. We'll see if he can do it.
p0ni's trying to slip onto red. Decides that he can't find Clawz, makes it happen a bit quicker. Clawz moves in for the Mega, cannot find anything positive whatsoever and just backs off. Is like, you know what, happy that I didn't take damage, but just go ahead p0ni, I know that you're fully stacked now.
Yeah, right now denying items from p0ni isn't gonna do much without taking dealing the damage first, so...
Oh, hasn't found him at all. Sneaky play there from p0ni, but what the hell's happened to that fight? It was meant to be a kill. p0ni swore it was meant to result in him taking the lead just then, but Clawz just keeps on putting out this damage. That was like a beautiful trap, but at the same time a hugely failed one. Clawz, he wants the red. He can get it as well. 61 health left for p0ni. What the hell has happened? p0ni,
yeah,
please.
All that control just completely crumbling under p0ni.
How much health does Clawz have?
100, 100.
Wow, I don't know how that situation where p0ni drops on his head results in Clawz being better off on the health and armor at the moment. That makes no sense to me. Now there's going to be Mega taken by Clawz. He's probably going to assume that the red's been taken by p0ni. And it's really now scramble for yellows. Top's been taken by Clawz.
Yep, and right now Clawz is actually outstacking p0ni a tiny bit. It was much worse before the trail, but it's gonna be about this ambush that Clawz is trying to set up, I think, at the Mega health. It's gonna take a while. He's just next to the window with the bars.
Oh, Clawz has found it. There's still a couple of seconds left, and Clawz keeps hitting these rail shots. Didn't want to drop just then, but the damage is just ridiculous. He's going to go to the windows right now, and p0ni calling a timeout. That was a big lag, and he's just fallen off. Don't blame him just then. Yeah, he's just kind of lost a lot of position doing that. Let's have a quick look at the scoreboard. We got 3 seconds. p0ni's really struggling on the Mega. It's definitely been control. Actually, no, it's pretty even control. Even, regardless. Oh, Clawz, that rail would have gotten you the lead again, but he's missed it. 50 health bubble, 1 health left for p0ni. He's still railable, jumping over, trying to get himself to 25. He's made it. And now the challenge is strong again for the Spaniard. I think he might be slightly closer to being able to take the lead.
Yeah, both players are just brink away from death. Well, p0ni has the items now. Clawz was sitting at 45 health for so long. And now at 14, so p0ni again in a lot better position.
Yeah, significantly better. Clawz needs to like magic up something once again, like really insane if he wants to see himself go 1-0 up in this series. I'm going into Blood Run. I think it's still going to be very exciting seeing these two play over there, but I really think it's going to be favouring p0ni's more extensive experience in competitive Quake. And look at that chasing with the LG, finding out the bounce pad. That is now 5-4, less than 60 seconds for Clawz to make reparations to this.
Clawz just couldn't find enough damage there to make a quick return frag. And right now he's just letting p0ni fully stack himself up. And it's gonna look very tough for Clawz. He needs to do some like amazing start for a fight in order to get the next frag.
If you can get Mega, then maybe, just maybe. He's gonna drop down on it. He's getting some okay rockets right now. p0ni's missing his shots, but eventually connects one in his face. 6-4. And I believe, unless we get a telefrag in the next 2 seconds, it's going to be GG. So, really well played to p0ni. And
that was actually amazing. He stayed alive in the fight at the Mega.
GG, p0ni, beast doing that. I want to go through though why I think that Clawz didn't win that map. And you know, there's a couple of moments, especially at the beginning, when we all felt that Clawz should have had that first frag. He just kept the rail out. That was a definitive reason why Clawz didn't get an early lead, and possibly even, you know, convert it and take it further. And then there was another moment later on where Clawz just did not want to switch away from the railgun, and he was a bit stubborn with it, yet again. And it cost him another big fight where it allowed p0ni to get himself into control. Two defining moments in this game where if Clawz just made the weapon switch, and, you know, it seems like everything would be done so easily if I could just hit the rail, but it's not secure. At least if you've got the LG, you're going to be drilling away their health slowly, more slowly, but more reliably. And,
yeah, exactly. Reliable damage, that's the word.
And I think Clawz, well, he cost himself the game just then, so that's going to be pretty upsetting for him. But with Blood Run now, definitely a map that he's going to be very capable on. But as I said, p0ni has vast amounts of experience here. No idea how it's going to go down, guys, but it's all up in the air. You never know what's going to happen when Clawz is in a tournament.
Yeah, I mean, we saw him play his earlier Blood Run against Backstein, and he was just playing it great. There's a few situations where he stayed alive, like with 10 health or so, and p0ni might be turning those situations into his own frags, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, this is map number 2, guys, here between Clawz and p0ni in the quarterfinals of the Zoe Open Duel Cup number 1. And Clawz did some good LG over at the red armor and is managing to pick himself up the following yellows. And p0ni appears right behind him. Good damage, actually, from both players. Who the hell's going to get this red? There's a rail, last rail standing over here, surely, but Clawz doesn't want to risk it. Feels like it's just too much.
Both players railable. Not a smart decision to stick around and risking everything.
Clawz was not expecting p0ni to be there. Love the position that the Spaniard took. We're getting some interesting trades between the two of them. Clawz waiting to see if we go around the corner, but p0ni never turns up.
That would have been great rail if this would have hit. p0ni isn't very well stacked.
With that 5 damage grenade though, we're going to get first blood right now. p0ni looking for a shot, one more rail left for Clawz, holding his position, and now those 225s are going to keep him above railable stack. Oh god, I think just drop and get Mega. Drop and get Mega is probably the safest option right now, and then try and defend from the bottom. He lands one rail. And he's going to try to get both, actually. If he can sneak as well onto both items, that's massive. Well played, Clawz. I think p0ni was maybe a little bit too cautious just then. LG on the sideline. So little ammo left, fortunately for Clawz. p0ni is feeling a little bit self-destructive. And is going to allow Clawz to take the lead with that.
Yeah, I mean, p0ni was left at like less than 5 health. I can't remember the exact number. So I think that's the reason why he wasn't challenging for those major items. He was just happy to stay alive at that moment, but it didn't last long.
Oh, p0ni's right behind him. Clawz, you might have to wave goodbye to that item. Get yourself onto the red. And say hurrah to a Mega health. But this is still okay for Clawz. He's going to find p0ni over here. He's got very limited LG ammunition. Going with rockets. A rail would maybe cure everything. He hits the shot.
Clutch
to the side.
for the combo.
Loving the combo kills, man.
It's always getting tense when you run out of LG in a situation like that. But there we go. p0ni with his first frag to take himself back to 0.
That was almost another one there. His first rocket was beautiful, and he's going to find another. Clawz letting it slip again. 2 seconds left until the Mega. He tries to push forward, but p0ni just predicts precisely where he is. The Spaniard with the lead. And all that hard work from Clawz is just completely deteriorating.
And again, Clawz is not having any items right now. He can try going for this red, but I think it's a suicide, and I think he's just going for these rails here.
He's hitting rails, I mean, holy crap. Go for
Almost
it.
dying though.
He is dying in the end.
And hitting that last rail wouldn't have gotten the kill either, so I don't know why he stick around for that long when he saw the drop.
Everything seems okay when you're hitting all those rail shots. You can kind of like valuable damage you can come back from when you spawn again. But Clawz just didn't do enough to justify aggressive moves afterwards, and now p0ni's going 4-1. This is a dangerous advantage you're giving away, Clawz. Gotta make sure you've got your backup strategy. Look at p0ni's accuracies at the moment. 60 rail. Lower LG that we normally see from p0ni, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not 40 right now, so that's a bit different.
Maybe the law of averages are going to just play out through the remaining 6 minutes, and we're going to see p0ni strike a semi-convincing 2-0 victory over the Belarusian.
Yep, we'll see.
This is a Seed 4 versus Seed 5, by the way, guys, in that tournament, and that's probably going from 4 to 5 frags now. One more. Clawz just unable to get away right off the spawn on top of it. Looking for another, but Clawz not going to give another one so easily.
That's probably the worst channel spawn you can get.
Wow. What? Clawz is melting. He's just disconnected. Clawz not happy with this. That's going to be a 2-0 victory for p0ni. Did not think it was getting to him so much, but...
There wasn't even a GG.
No,
or
nothing.
Anything. Just straight up disconnect from Clawz.
That's 75%
Oh
rail.
man.
Damn.
Playing against p0ni is probably not the most fun thing you can do.
Well, maybe losing against p0ni is just less fun. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think maybe he was kind of pissed at the way the first game went, and... Because I think he knew his mistakes, and maybe he let them get to him a bit too much. Let's go catch up on like the other games that are going on, because we've got quite a lot happening.
We
right
have
now.
Evil Madball 3 minutes left, and we see the last minutes.
Have you got the password?
I'm not sure. I have the URL, and yeah, I have the password. Let me type it in.
I got it. I've just.
Oh, great.
As well. Evil.